Hi, welcome to Crafty Chaos. I'm Laura.
I'm Sherry.
And today we are working on the popular busted canvases. Today, this is what mine looks like.
And this is what mine looked like.
And we are going to walk you through the process. So we are going to get started with our material list. First of all, you're going to need a stretch canvas with the
frame,
back part, the frame part.
And then a flat board.
Yep.
We're using the 8x10 size. There's lots of sizes you can use depending on the kind of background paper you want. Our pictures were 8x10. Some people use bigger, smaller. So just buy your two different canvases.
And availability.
Yeah.
The availability plays a big part of it right
really
now. This has been a big popular craft going on right now.
It really is.
And Sherry was able to find some really pretty pictures off of Amazon, which I wouldn't have thought of even looking for there. And she looked up.
Let's see, I looked up animal Christmas scenes.
Vintage.
Yeah,
vintage.
She got the vintage Christmas. Hers is so cool. That's really pretty. Mine came with a set of 4, and mine has kind of a golden shimmer behind it on the paper. And mine came with a fox and a mama and baby polar bear and a reindeer and
they're
the bunny
gorgeous.
rabbit. And Laura got a variety in hers too that were really cool.
Just real pretty, and they're cardstock weight, so they're just really pretty.
And they're not expensive. So.
And then we just went to Hobby Lobby and got some scrapbook paper. And I chose the burlap, or not burlap, I'm not sure what.
It almost looks like grass cloth.
Yeah, almost grass cloth to go on the flatboard. I'm going to call it flatboard for lack of a better term. To go on that. And then...
Actually, your Christmas tree's going on that.
Oh, the Christmas. Thank you, Cheryl. And then I got the snowflake.
That's going to look so good.
Paper, but any Christmas paper you want that goes with it. It's
all
up to you.
Hobby Lobby, and obviously I've cut mine down. Mine don't come, this small, but it's all at Hobby Lobby. And it goes on sale quite frequently. So
it's on sale now. So now's a great time to get that. So we're going to get started on what we're going to do. So,
what materials do we need?
So, the materials we need are, let's see, of course, the 2 pieces of the artist canvases, scrapbook paper, and you can use anything. I've seen some people use tissue paper, whatever. You also need ribbon. I've used some winter berries to decorate the outside of it.
I've got greenery. This came from Hobby Lobby, and it's got all different kinds of greenery on it. You can get your choice from one bush here.
Yep.
And again, there's 50% off right now.
Yep. You're going to need Mod Podge. You're going to need a paintbrush, which I seem to have put all my paintbrushes up, of course.
Paintbrush.
I'm going to use wire clippers to cut this off. And I just use a rotary cutter and scissors to trim my paper down.
And a little iron.
Yep.
With which to iron your paper on, and you'll see how we do that later. You'll need parchment paper to put between your iron and your paper. You don't have to buy a little. We got this on Amazon. And they're also under $10, but you don't have to use that in particular.
Right. A glue gun. I will say I got a really good glue gun. I was really excited about it. I was having trouble. My glue gun, you have to push the glue gun, the glue stick, and the handle at the same time to make it work. And I am so excited about this glue gun because when you push the trigger, it pushes the glue stick at the same time. So I'm so excited about my glue gun. And then a hair dryer because
or a heat gun.
She has a heat gun, so that's super fancy. But I just use a hair dryer to heat my Mod Podge.
Either way.
But whatever you need. So we're gonna get started, and
also don't forget your reading glasses if you're like me.
Right, and I'm gonna actually use my paintbrush just because it just gets it done faster for me because I can't work with a foam brush. I'll be there for days. But thank you.
Absolutely.
You were the best.
So
we're gonna get going.
We like to tell you that these are all new crafts to us. We do, make a sample one so we can tell you. Look at my Mod Podge. I'm sorry, I love Mod Podge, but the lid is stuck. It's disgusting.
I wonder if we should throw the lid away.
I'm getting ready to. So, also you might want to have some baby wipes, hand wipes, whatever.
As I struggle. And we always cover everything with wax paper.
Yes, we do.
Because we're messy. We're just so messy.
Sloppy. And that's okay. That's how you have fun.
It is.
So, anyway, what I was going to say is I feel like I might not have put enough Mod Podge on last time. Because I have a problem with mine lifting.
Yeah.
From the canvas.
Yeah, right there.
So I feel like maybe I didn't put on enough.
And I'll say, they say to use ribbon to cover the side of it, and I put 3/8 inches on the side, and it did not cover the entire side of it. So if that's not a big deal to you, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal to me. So that's how that works in our world. And here we go.
Starting to paint. Like I said, I'm going to do mine a little thicker.
I've seen some people just
slop it on.
Yeah, but I was worried that it wouldn't dry. Ooh. And I'm the messy one of this bunch.
You are not.
I really am.
She's not.
I ended up with black ink on our last project all over my finger. Ugh. But it's all right.
I've already spilled glue on
I have to. That's why we put down wax paper.
That's exactly right. Or like,
If it wasn't for wax paper, I don't know what I'd do.
It's okay. We're not perfect. We love Martha's creations, but we're not Martha. Is Martha really?
I have to say, I think she is. Because she truly is my idol.
Who can do what she can?
I love me some Martha.
It's a lot of energy.
I have, I hate to admit this, but I have several of Martha Stewart's books.
Aww.
She's pretty much my hero.
She's an inspiration.
She's my hero. She's my hero. Now, how do they get this on without getting their fingers just...
Are you kidding? It's all over my hands.
And for me to have like OCD, I don't know why I'm so messy. That's the other thing. How did this work out? How? Yeah. And back in the 80s and 90s, Martha was the deal.
She was.
Man,
doing all kinds of stuff.
I loved her.
Oh, look, I just flew glue on myself, but that's okay because it's clear. What were some childhood traditions for you at Christmas, or things you like doing at Christmas time?
Let's see, riding around looking at Christmas lights.
Oh yeah.
That was huge back in our time. But now they do it to like extremes.
Yeah.
And what was some of yours?
Oh man, I don't. I think we used to travel down.
And see, you're
to
from
see-
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, so we used to go see my family in another state and that kind of thing. Is, you know, just
Yeah.
being with family. We would watch, gosh, all the Christmas shows. You know, the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and the other guy. Put one foot in front of the other.
Yes, the claymation.
Santa Claus is coming to town.
Yep. You know, I didn't have a large family, so there was not many of us. Well, it was just me, my mom, and my sister. So we really didn't have a lot of family traditions. So I guess ours was probably a little different.
Yeah.
From most, but I guess one thing my mom used to always do is make this stuff where she put liquor in this big jar and put fruit in it. I remember eating that at like 7. I'm thinking like kids would be in child protective services now. And I'm like, how kids grow up nowadays so protected.
Well, that's a good start. They really do. We're Gen X, so, you know, we know what it's like to ride our bikes 5 miles away, and our parents have no clue where we were. And
no, not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all. So I'm gonna run my my little hair dryer.
Let's tell them why we do this.
Oh,
So the point is, if you were to put your paper, so my fox is going on the flat board.
right.
If you were to put your paper on that right after putting Mod Podge, I mean, remember when you were a kid or your kid's project, you put that on that wet Mod Podge, it's going to wrinkle.
Yeah.
Your paper's going to wrinkle. So you don't want that. So what you do is you dry your Mod Podge.
Right.
You don't really want to dry the whole way though. And then you put your paper on, and then you you lay your parchment on top so you don't burn it, and then you iron it. So that's supposed to warm up the Mod Podge glue in there to make it stick to your paper.
Yep. And that's a new concept for me.
That's new to me.
But it does work from all the other scenes that I've put mine on really thick.
Well, I mean, we'll see. Because again, like mine is peeling off the bottom. And these are from about 2 weeks ago when we made these. So,
Okay, let's do it. I'm gonna put mine on low so it
Me
doesn't
too.
deafen you.
I'm going to put mine high. Mine's not as loud as yours.
Mine's my real hair dryer. You can tell by the
It's
hairspray build.
It's well loved. I don't know, something I think we also used to do when I was a kid. We maybe would go with our church to sing carols.
I'm so
or-
sorry, I just blew half my stuff off.
That's okay. I love the Nutcracker. My mom used to take me to the theater in Hershey. And it's a beautiful theater. If any of y'all have ever been to it, gorgeous. But every year when I was a little kid, she would take me to see the Nutcracker Ballet at the Hershey Theater. And I think that maybe is the reason why I love Nutcrackers so much today.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so that was a big deal.
That's a great story.
That was a good time. What if we just get it to where it's tacky?
Yeah, I mean, actually, this is working pretty good.
Yeah.
Now, what kind of heat gun is that?
Sequin.
Was it expensive?
No, I think I got it for maybe $14. I can't remember the price, but again, Amazon.
Yeah, Amazon is your friend.
Yeah, it really
For-
is.
And I'll be honest with you, this craft of all the supplies we bought, I've been really happy.
It's been
With,
inexpensive.
and with all this, the quality of everything.
Yeah.
And this was actually cheaper, my Gorilla Glue Gun on Amazon than it would have been from Walmart, because I do price check that.
And something else, I think, we did get some of these canvases you got them at Dollar Tree, is that right?
I did. Yep, I sure did. And they were $1.25.
Yeah.
Yep. But now I will say they're gone. They sold out because this is such a popular craft. People have done them for fall,
Oh yeah.
Halloween.
Yeah, any of it.
I'm sorry, heat gun might be the way to go versus a hair dryer, but
No, I think you don't need a.
But I really did put I think mine is on thicker.
There you go. Yeah, I'll just keep yakking. Yeah, no, mine only gets about as hot as the highest setting on a hairdryer, so you don't need a heat gun. I just happened to get one for another project, which I don't remember what it was. And also, maybe while you're drying, I'll mention, we live in North Carolina, and, you know, Helene went through our mountains just a couple hours away from us a couple weekends ago. And we just ask y'all to keep them in their prayers, keep them in your prayers, because it's true devastation. What I understand from people who've been up there is we're not seeing on the news exactly how bad the devastation is. So
absolutely.
Just please keep them in your prayers, the people who are helping out in their prayers. Donate if you can.
Yeah.
And also the people in Florida. We have relatives in Florida too. So just keep them all in your prayers.
Yeah, it's been really they are still without power,
No water.
And no accessibility,
Right.
except by plane. We've heard that the roads are opening up by 2025.
Yeah. So.
We still have immense traffic going towards that way.
Yeah, and into Tennessee.
Yeah, Tennessee, where it's hard for us to get through.
Yeah.
So
really
it's
bad.
yeah. So let's keep them definitely in our prayers.
Okay, now are we going to move on to our flat board?
I'm going to move on to the flat, and I am actually going to change out my wax paper because I have been that messy.
Oh, I have two. Look.
Okay, but I don't want to get it on my paper. Would you like another sheet?
Oh, I didn't. Yeah, sure.
'Cause
My flat board's sticking.
my flat board, I'm a mess over here.
Thanks, Laura.
You're welcome.
You're the best.
I keep cut-right wax paper in business. I also do all of my vegetable cooking. When I'm cutting and doing all the vegetable stuff, I am using wax paper. I don't know why I've become such an addict to that stuff.
This kid for all kinds of messes. All kinds of messes. Mess. Look, there it is.
I think it's probably my
Do you
OCD.
want a wipe?
I have some. I don't know what's going on with my mess today.
Okay, friends.
All right,
Now.
let's do this.
Carefully fit your picture.
I gotta change because I'm not in my, I have to have things. It's almost like I have to have put my food in a certain spot.
No,
You're gonna find that out, that I'm that person. That's right.
So it's an 8x10 canvas, but yet
I don't think it's
bigger than my picture.
yeah, I
And
don't
that's
think
okay.
it's true. Yeah, you won't see it.
It's okay. All right, I'm good.
All right, let's get our parchment and let's get our little iron. These are the cutest little irons.
They really are.
Oh, I don't think my little
And they're
outlet
smiling
is
too.
gonna fit. I got to go all the way over here. I'm gonna have to move my iron. Sadness. This is sadness.
Yeah, I might have to move mine too.
Aw.
Oh,
Sorry
darn.
guys, you can't
Sorry.
see us iron. But trust me, if you've ironed, it's no big deal. It's not fun.
These irons,
They have a short cord.
They have a very short cord, and they have a happy face.
They do. Trying to make ironing fun, it's not fun, no matter when you iron.
Mine's not hot enough yet.
mine is. It smells.
Sniffing her iron.
You know, I'm not about ironing.
Where's baby child? She left.
Baby child said she is not into this. She sees all kinds of craziness going on in the kitchen.
I would bring my dog to hang out with her dog, but
They have strong personalities.
they got a little of the Chihuahua in them.
They do.
They got a lot of the Chihuahua in them.
Both of them are rescues
Mm-hmm.
and very territorial.
Very.
Like mine's a little girl and she'll still lift her leg up and scratch when she goes to do number one. And her dog,
Oh Lord.
her dog can smell a prime delivery guy 2 miles away.
He sure can.
He's
He
not
knows.
having it. He's not having it.
He smells when the delivery guy has pulled up. We also have a pet bird who hangs out. His cage is by the window on the front porch.
It's a wild bird. I mean, it is literally from the outside.
My daughter rescued it when it was a baby, and nobody wanted it. No shelter wanted it. Nobody wanted it. So now it is ours.
And
She tried to set it free, and it wouldn't go.
It gives me the creeps. I love all animals except birds and horses.
Why do you not like birds? They're supreme, man. They're awesome.
I think it's because I don't know. I don't know. I don't think they're meant to be pets.
Probably not. Mine decided he was going to be one though. And then anytime the delivery person comes to the front door, the bird will start flapping its wings and going nuts, and the dog will hear it, and he'll come running up and bark even more. Because
That's not all he does. That's not all he does. Don't downplay Taco's shenanigans.
He's a special boy. He's a special boy.
My dog, I can't walk her but so far down the road because she decided she wants to have beef with my neighbor's pit bull. Right,
And she's tiny.
she's real tiny.
Here's this, while we're waiting on Laura, here's a mug that she gave me for Christmas last year. I love it. It's either serial killer documentaries or Christmas movies where either slaying or slaying. There you go.
This did really good.
Yeah, really good too.
Oh, I'm so happy. Yay us. I love when things turn out
I do
well.
too. It makes it worthwhile.
Now, did you cut yours down? Or
I did.
So I'm going to do that fold method. Girl.
I tried the where you fold over the edges. I tried that last time, but you know,
You
and
know
if you're
what?
good at like cutting the edges, the corners to where everything folds nicely, go for it.
I didn't do that, so I'm probably going to have to do that while we film.
I'm
So
just
I
cutting
can
mine
probably
off.
lose a finger
Still
here.
getting glue all
As you
over
know.
everything. But I'm going to put this over here. And I'm going to, I placed my paper that I pre-cut over the frame.
Okay.
And we're going to see
Overachiever.
how it goes.
Overachiever.
Oh, I wasn't talking about you. Oh my goodness.
Okay, I just did mine.
Me too.
And I did not bleed this time. What do you know? Life is good.
Laura accidentally sliced her finger open with her rotary cutter.
I bled all over my project.
But even then, y'all, you can cover it up with greenery and ribbon, as we did.
We sure did. We did. We did.
So I'm just ironing mine. I'm gonna have to, if I do this again, I'm gonna need to bring a extension cord.
I'm so sorry. You know what? We did the project on the table, our sample, that's what happened.
Oh, that's what we did.
That's why we're having that issue.
So the heated up Mod Podge gets melty and then it sticks to your paper that you put over top. It might take several passes. You know, don't hold your iron in the same spot for too long because you know that's just going to make it burn. Even through the parchment probably. It's going to mess you up. So it sticks. Now if it doesn't stick, then you can just hot glue it. Like for me,
You can go back with some hot glue.
my
It's no
beautiful
big
bunny
deal.
rabbit, the paper's peeling off. And like I said, this was about 10 days, 2 weeks ago when we did this.
But you can hot glue it back.
I'm hot gluing it. I'm gonna hot glue it right now.
Like, she's on fire with overachieving today. She doesn't care.
I'm doing it, getting
See, I
it
put
done.
mine on. Not straight, but it'll be fine.
And you know, I did try the, I even tried Elmer's school glue.
Oh, and that didn't work.
You know, yeah, and it didn't work. So I just put some glue up under that hot glue just now, and
it's working.
it's working. Freshen up my ribbon a little bit. And then there we've got one more.
So are you making these for gifts?
Yeah, I think my daughter wants one. She wants one. She wanted one for, see, it's already kind of ugly, scrubbly, but that's okay. We're going to cut that part anyway. How we get to cut and slice. See how it's kind of just big. We've got one more.
Cutting and slicing scares me.
Well, you should be scared.
All right.
Okay, here comes
See what I
Laura's.
got.
Yeah, looks good.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you can just flip that over so she didn't cut enough of the corner off up top. She's just going to take her rotary cutter on her mat and sit bang. It's off.
There we go.
And don't worry, anything can be fixed. It's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah, that's the biggest thing to take away from here.
Really, anything. You can put greenery or any kind of little baubles or whatever to cover up anything you don't like.
So we did pre-cut the page that goes inside, which is going to be the punch-out page.
We should have Mod Podged the inside.
Well, we couldn't because it was wet.
That's right. I'm just gonna.
So now we got a Mod Podge the inside for the bust out. Please learn with us.
Like we said, you know, we're not pros at this. This is just our second one.
Yeah. And I love to get on there and watch people that
Yeah.
that are just perfect. It makes me feel so it used to make me feel inadequate. Now it doesn't. Because now I know that they've gone through so many trials to get that way.
Yeah. They really, that's right.
Truly,
When
it
she
does.
said last week that, you know, these people who are on here doing beautiful work,
Yeah.
you know, yeah, they've been doing that for a long time. I mean, the people who stick with one art, one craft,
Yeah.
and they've been doing it for a while, yeah, they're going to do great. But we're trying something new here, so.
And we try and start something new every time we come on. And
Yeah.
we really, I do watch a lot of new crafts, and people turn out beautiful things, and I'm like, oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I know that they've done it 10,000 times to get that way. Well, I'm exaggerating. They've done it multiple times to get it that way.
Much more than we've done it.
Absolutely. So I don't feel so I know what they've gone through to get there, and I'm happy they've done that. All right, so I need my hair dryer.
We want everyone to understand that you can't expect perfection,
No.
even with something as simple as this.
No.
You know,
It takes practice.
and I'm sorry, I failed to mention there are people in Georgia, South Carolina, Tennessee,
West Virginia.
Yeah, Virginia, who were suffering too. So keep them all in your prayers. Guys, we really appreciate you.
We really do.
We're new. We're just having fun, hanging out. We want you to be comfortable. We're, walking around the kitchen in our socks.
We are.
This is just what we normally do. We don't have a fancy studio. We've got Laura's gorgeous kitchen, but we're just hanging out.
Us.
Yeah, it's just us hanging out.
We want you to feel comfortable and relaxed and say, hey, I can do that too.
If we can do it,
you can do it.
You can do it. It's like the liquid clay, though. We can't do that.
We can't do that. We applaud you if you can do that.
If you can get some liquid clay going and making it right with no bubbles and no holes,
we applaud you.
I mean, you got the gift.
All right, I'm going in.
Okay.
I cut mine really, really tight in here.
What you doing? There's baby child. There's baby. Oh, you're gonna knock me down. What you doing? Okay. Now this just pop
Next
it
time
in here.
we'll have extension cords.
Yeah. And this doesn't have to look so perfect. Going on the back of your framed canvas, people aren't really going to see the far edges unless you cut.
Just show. I'm so sorry. I just stuck it in with the outside facing outwards because that's what's going to be busting through the canvas.
It's gonna, when we slice here, you're just going to peel it back. So you're going to see the inside. And also a suggestion we have, you don't want anything too busy. There are lots of people on YouTube you can watch, get ideas from. Maybe they're using different materials like Laura had mentioned, tissue paper, paint. So you just gotta look around, see what you like.
Yeah, if yours isn't that, if your main page isn't that busy.
Yeah. If you want your outside to be kind of quiet. Mine's like a barn door, side of a barn.
Yeah. And now mine is the
and
same.
it's just
Mine
grass cloth.
Yeah.
Just kind of plainish, and then the inside can be busy. Or I guess vice versa. I don't know. But you just
some love. You need some love.
she's ready for
She's ready for second breakfast.
second.
So we eat around.
And we have seen some where they use a busy paper on the end and a busy paper on the outside, and
if you like it,
if that's what you like, go for it.
absolutely. To me, I'm a minimalist.
Yeah. And it just doesn't look as
Yeah. But if you like it,
Nice.
that's what you need to
Exactly.
do.
Depends on what you're going for.
Yeah. Some people like loud, glittery.
Yes. Like me. I like glitter.
I break out into hives when I go into Hobby Lobby.
And she touches the glitter stuff. Oh, it's with her for the rest of the day.
I am absolutely freaking out. I need to take wipes in there with me. It's just awful.
Glitter is just joy to me. Happiness.
Gets on your skin, breaks you out into hives. It's around for months. You can't get out of the crevice of your wood floors.
Which to me is joy.
Sick.
Joy. Sick. Happiness.
I know. You didn't earn that long.
Well, I mean, we'll see if mine sticks.
You're just whipping today.
I'm whipping.
You're whipping. You're on a mission. I'm like the slowpoke, anti-glitter, yada yada.
Oh, but she's so much better than she used to be. Like this right here? Are you kidding me?
Oh yeah, I said it. Oh my God. Now see, look, that's already bubbling. Is your food full?
Yes. That's what I was griping about a minute ago.
I can't be having it. I'm not even putting parchment paper down.
Girl, you gonna burn your paper? Now you can burn
I'm gonna burn my arm.
So before you cut, you gotta figure out what you want your eye to look at. You don't wanna just cut one big giant hole in the middle.
Right.
Unless your picture is right in the middle. So, see, my fox, I guess his face is more toward the northern, the top middle. So I'm probably gonna start making my X's here, right? Like, you know, over his face. I highly suggest, and they do it. So I've seen people, on YouTube, they'll take their scissors and just say, oh, his face is right here, and they poke through here with their picture behind it. Well, I mean, I'm afraid I'm just gonna stab my picture and then what, you know? Not good. So I just kind of do a guesstimation about that.
So, I have a troubled one because I have here and here.
Yeah.
So I'm probably going to do here and just do a slit, like go a longer, maybe not focus so much on the poinsettia, but I'm going to lay mine side by side, if that makes sense, to poke mine. Because
good guesstimation.
I'm scared.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
Also, we both would suggest this, I think. I think that it looks better, more like a true bust out, if your triangles aren't all the same size.
Oh, yeah.
Some people make it to where all the triangles are the same size.
Right.
And if you're the kind of person that likes that kind of symmetry,
yeah.
then that's what you need, because some people need that symmetry.
I will say, I've seen the 4 folds. That looks very elementary. Just because it's
hey, I agree.
It's elementary looking. So I would do more than 4, and not so.
You don't want them all the same width.
Same size.
You know, you just yeah.
So we're gonna go ahead and start our. Here we go.
Are you waiting for me to make my hole
No,
first?
I'm making
Yes, you
mine.
are. I see you.
Oh, that's not so hard.
But we cut from the inside, right? You don't slice from the out. You slice from the in.
I know, but I made my hole.
No, I'm asking you and you didn't say anything.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. I had to make my little hole.
We hope y'all can hear that Christmas music.
Yeah. It's a little early, but you know.
Do I hear Mariah? Did you hear that?
Mm-mm.
Don't wanna look for Christmas.
I love me some Mariah.
I don't know what you talking about. Okay. Laura is using scissors. You don't have to have a fancy rotary cutter. Mine's a fancy. You can use scissors, you can use a rotary cutter, you can use an X-Acto knife, whatever.
Blows your wig back.
There you go. My wig, I'm crackling. Okay. So that's Fox. Okay.
My little first punch is not good punch. Now I'm going to try my rotary because I didn't have the rotary, I don't think, on the first one.
Didn't.
So I'm going to try everything on this. I'm throwing out all the weapons. How about that? Throwing out everything.
Gee, if I could only have my two.
Lord, let me cut my picture. That'd be all I need. Hoy.
Now I accidentally cut off a corner. You can see my finger coming. Look at the little hole I made.
You'll never know.
You'll
because,
never know.
Yeah, you'll never know.
You'll never know. But the best part's coming up, y'all. Whoop, whoop. You get the punch. You get the punch.
I love
feel
to
like
hear my
that one could
elbow
be a
crack
little
every
longer.
time
I know, it's me, I'm popping over here.
The arthritic.
I call it popping and locking. Because you either lock up or you're cracking. Okay. Let's see how happy I'm going to be with that. I think that one needs to go back a little farther.
I think you need to keep your tools on your side
I'm
of the
telling you.
counter. That's what I'm saying.
So, yeah, it might cut you. And you can make them as long as you want. We watched a lady who made hers go, you know, her triangles went all the way to the edge.
They went over the edge. They went behind it. I was like, that's amazing.
So it's all good.
Yeah.
And you're going to use hot glue to glue your Fox. Well, it's my Fox, but you're going to use your hot glue gun. I think this is how I do it. I probably put my glue gun down, put my framed down, my framed canvas down, hot glue around the edge, and then make sure you got your Fox the right way up. Or whatever you're doing. You could be doing an Easter Bunny or a July 4th type thing, or it's not even Thanksgiving, so you could be doing a Thanksgiving.
Tons of people are doing the Halloween.
There you go.
And cutting like these balls for pumpkins in half. Have you seen that?
Oh yeah, you can do like a 3-dimensional thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did see that. Okay. Oh, you're still cutting.
Yeah.
There we go. See, my
The
paper's-
tortoise wins the race.
The tortoise does win the race.
Okay.
I'm going to use my hot glue because my paper is already coming apart.
Yeah, mine is too.
Maybe I should wait. I don't know. That's what I'm saying, see? I don't know, people. I'm you know, curious about this iron thing. Maybe they have a fancier iron than we have, because I'm sorry, I'm not dropping all kinds of money on a little cheap
Well, the
iron.
problem is with me is I think we spent more time ironing than we did this one.
You think so?
I do.
But it didn't make a difference on my bunny rabbit, because he still started peeling anyway.
See, with mine, I had no problem, and
You spent a lot of time ironing.
I
But you
did.
spent more time ironing this time than I did.
yeah, but
Okay, that's all right.
that's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
Okay. Now, let's see. Yes, okay. Here I go with my hot glue around this, like where the staples are, or
I did
Oh, my hot glue. See, I have a pusher too, Laura, but it's not.
Okay, Gorilla Gun, don't do me dirty. Thing cut off. Man, it did an automatic cut off.
Now see, that's what happens when you have the fancy kind.
See, here I am bragging on this mug.
Well, it is nice. Maybe that's a safety measure.
Well, maybe I don't want a safety measure. Maybe I want it to work when I
You
want
want
it
to live
work.
wild. Do what you're going to do. Okay, so there I've got my glue all around the top of the wooden frame.
Sherry is the hare, and I'm the tortoise.
But that's only doing crafts. I'm always late.
Well, yeah, you really are.
It was early today, though.
You were.
She was not ready for me.
I wasn't. I was like, what?
I'm getting better.
One time.
I
I'm gonna need that to stop.
love Laura.
I love you too.
I do. Oh, shoot.
What happened?
We forgot to punch. I forgot to punch, but that's okay. I'll just pull it out. Why don't you demonstrate the punch quickly?
Frick.
Again, like I said, people. But, you know, do it. Do the punching. Punch. There you go. That's what you do from the back side of the frame. It just helps stuff bend.
Yeah. What it was.
Yeah. And then what you do, you start peeling the pieces kind of back. And you glue. You take your hot glue and you glue your pieces back. And what you're eventually going to see is a fox.
Yeah, I was really hopped up on my glue gun.
It is a nice glue gun.
It's not
You
working.
can't talk bad about Gorilla. Now look, we're not getting any money. We don't have any sponsors or anything.
We do not, but you know it is working now.
Gorilla
so
makes
guess what?
good glue, I'm
they
telling
do.
you.
So I'm like every time I go somewhere, like to a hardware store or Walmart or what, I always find myself in the glue aisle. I don't know why. It's like E6000.
E6000.
Loctite. I own every type of glue there is. It's like, why? How's it going?
It's going okay.
You know, we did this quicker when we did our sample. I think it's because we're filming.
I think you're right.
Filming like we're some big...
It's our film.
It's like we're doing something large.
It's our film.
Who even uses that word? Film.
People who make films. I have to be off camera, unfortunately, because
What's happening?
you know
We're gonna get...
we're gonna have extension cords.
We
next time.
are. I apologize for that. Unfortunately, the outlets are at the end of my island.
We're just regular people, y'all. We told you.
Yeah, we're just
We
trying
just
to...
want you to know what it's like.
The struggle's
starting a new
real.
craft.
Struggle's
I'm telling you,
real.
This is not. Do you think it's going to be real easy? And it is fairly easy for something that looks more complicated, but
But it is what it is.
you're not going to be perfect every time.
Matter of fact, I was watching, who was I watching? The, what is her name? The cross stitch lady I followed.
Okay. You'll think of it.
Yeah, she was, the fat, I think it's called the fat cross stitch. Anyway, she does quilting and hand cross stitch. And she has a meticulous craft area. I mean, it's just gorgeous. And I'm like, wow. You know, she has an assistant. It's just unbelievable.
She has an assistant?
Yeah, because, you know, but I mean, that's what she does for a living. You know.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. So, I look at that and I'm like, wow. But, you know, it is what it is.
It is what it is. What did you tell her to play, Alexa?
I told her to play Christmas instrumental.
Oh, it's very relaxing.
Very soothing, I think. Very soothing. I like instrumental, especially like on Sunday mornings when I'm fixing breakfast before church.
It's nice.
Mm-hmm.
It puts you in a nice mood, doesn't
It does. And I love cello music.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to play the clarinet.
You did?
Mm-hmm. Did you ever play any music?
No, I tried to learn piano, but it was just
Oh.
too complicated for me.
Well, when I say I played it, I meant I got out of school, out of class, and that was
Oh.
that was the instrument I chose.
Were you any good at it?
I never really played it. I just
Did you learn a song?
Probably, but
Like in the school band or something?
no.
Orchestra? I did sing in the school, you know, the chorus.
Oh,
Doesn't mean
that's
I
a
have
great factoid about you.
I sure did, the whole way through middle school. Okay.
Oh, yours is beautiful.
Probably going to put my ribbon over here because that's where my giant glue glob is. But see, it's like you're looking through the barn wall.
It looks
And
great.
there's the fox out there.
And you can finish yours on this time frame. Mine's going to be a moment in time.
I don't want to be rude.
No, don't be rude. Go ahead and finish yours.
Go ahead and be rude, Sherry.
Yeah, do yours.
I have
Do
various-
you.
I have various ribbon. Here's one, of course, all Hobby Lobby.
Oh, yeah. And that's a beautiful ribbon.
Merry Christmas.
Beautiful.
Kind of a vintagey Christmas stocking, Christmas sweater type.
Yep.
So I might do that. I did it on the other one, so you know it would be for continuity's sake. I also have gold,
Oh, that's pretty.
and that might look nice there. And I might even do this tiny bit of black that goes with the fox's ears.
Oh, I like that. That's very pretty. There's a delivery man across the street delivering packages to my neighbor, and she can hear them.
She can.
And I mean, I don't live in a small neighborhood, so it's amazing that she can even hear that. She likes to be heard. My neighbors probably think she's a Tasmanian devil.
Do the gold today.
I'm always slow on projects. Poor Cheryl
No,
has
it's
to.
okay. You did it good yourself this time.
Thank goodness.
And there's all kinds of ways to make bows. Okay, you can
Yep.
find zillions of them on Pinterest or I guess online, anywhere, do a
Yep.
search. YouTube, of course. I just know how I was taught how to make them. And to me, it's just so simple and I can do it just like that. I just take my ribbon. What's that, a length? Maybe 5-6 inches, even that much. and fold it and pinch it, hold it together and make a loop. And that's why I like wired ribbon. Wired ribbon is gonna make your ribbons, your bows look so much better because see, you can shape it. When I go into people's homes or offices and I see a ribbon that's been in storage and you know, with a bow and the bow's flat like that, it's all I can do to not reach over there and fix it.
Yep.
So see, you got if you got the wire on the edge, you can shape it, you can keep the bow for years and reshape it. Okay, and after you've pinched it, you just flip, take another, I don't know, that doesn't look big, but that's probably about 6 or 7 inches right there. 6 inches. Take it back here and just shove it into that pinch. That's nothing difficult. You're just pinching and flipping. You do want to keep in mind if you have a pattern on one side of your ribbon or one side of the ribbon looks better than the other, you're going to want to keep that on the outside of your loop. Just pay attention to that. So,
see, there's mine finished.
Oh gosh, I love that.
Yeah.
This red, this really goes well with that.
It does.
That was awesome.
Yeah. So now I can just start putting my bow around the side is what I'm going to do.
So Laura will show you how you attach the ribbon around the edge of your picture. Okay, so I think I'm only going to do 4 loops on that.
I think I'm going to go with the bigger ribbon just because I didn't like the
and always fold the if you do have wire edged ribbon, always fold the very end of your cut there. Fold that cut part down 2 or 3 times so that, because that wire will slip right into your finger and cause you to bleed.
Aww.
And you don't want to booger up your nice pretty Christmas decor.
No, I do that and I don't need that. Nobody needs it.
No, nobody needs that in their life. Okay.
And Sherry makes beautiful ribbons.
This is just a tiny one. I got to get my wire out. That's all you do. And so I have.
You have your wire cutters.
I got my wire cutters. Then you can use a piece of ribbon to tie it if you got the dexterity or someone to help you, you know, tie it. They can tie it with you while you're still holding the ribbon. I like to just get some floral ribbon. You can, the thinner the better for me. If you get real thick wire, that's going to be hard to twist and bend. So a thinner floral wire is going to be better. Okay, and then you just make it like a hairpin, real tight, like a U, just like that. Put it above your pinch, down through. See, just pulling it through. Hold it real tight, gotta hold it tightly. Take it and twist.
Yeah.
Very easy.
I have a lot of dexterity problems with my hands, which is why I'm much slower than Sherry. And it takes me a minute, and that's okay.
She's fine. I make her ribbons for her.
She does.
Just because my ribbons are fabulous.
They really are. I mean, her ribbons are gorgeous.
Oh, I'm being silly.
She's not.
But there are lots of different ways people do. You certainly, I don't want to put anybody out of business. You don't need a bow making machine unless you want a bow making machine.
I had bought one, that Bow Dabra thing.
I'm sure it's fabulous.
It's not. I couldn't do it. So I'm just like, oh.
So I'm just making another. Because this is going to go on top of this one, this gold one.
Yeah. What's that called? That black and white?
Gingham or buffalo check.
Buffalo check. That's what it's called. Bless.
You know, here in the South, when you say bless, it's not a good thing. It's true what you see. on Instagram or whatever you follow. Somebody says, bless your heart, you need to kind of really think about
what you doing.
Consider the situation. Green and bright. You can always, and if you want a longer tail on your bow, just pull a bigger piece. Look at that. Big fancy.
You are big fancy. You're such big fancy.
If you want to have a bow dabber and think you're all that, whipping them out in 5 seconds,
Girl,
go ahead.
The bow dabber is not a good thing. And then what I'm doing here is just attaching my ribbon to cover the ends. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah,
and I'm using 1 inch. So I'm letting the overage cover because we used that buffalo on those, and it didn't cover the whole end.
It's not wide enough.
Yeah, it's not wide enough. So I'm not using that again. So my paper's coming up, so I'm gonna tap them down.
You can easily do that.
So beautiful.
You can easily. And then, you know, I'll just...
There's so many ways, and you have to practice.
You really do.
And you just need to get some cheap ribbon, I think.
Yeah.
And Hobby Lobby's got it on sale right now.
We're all about sales.
Yeah.
We're all about waiting until it goes, because you know when your store is going to have something 50% off, 40% off.
You know.
You know.
And I can't believe, it's like we've skipped over Halloween, Thanksgiving. I mean, we've skipped over everything this year. And it's kind of sad, but I don't know, for some reason I'm in the Christmas mood already. I've already skipped over Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's so cute.
That is beautiful.
That really turned out cute.
You know, you don't even need greenery on that one.
That turned out so cute.
You don't need greenery.
I might add another piece of gold ribbon though.
You just don't need greenery though, I don't think.
Turned out nice.
That's beautiful.
I'm gonna add, I don't have a long enough tail, I don't think, for my gold bow, so I'm gonna cut it off. Some people, you know, they do I call it a dovetail end.
Yeah, I think that's what it's called. Yeah.
You just fold your ribbon in half.
Yep.
And then cut it on an angle from the end of the ribbon down.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to do that on this though because...
Why?
Because of those wires sticking out.
Can't you just get the inside of it? Dovetail it?
I could, but I still have to flip up the wires.
Okay. I don't know.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
Unless you have a secret.
Mm-mm.
The dovetail would look great, but there are wires. And I don't want anybody to get injured.
Yeah, you have children.
And you know...
You have children.
People, I have a child who is...
very interested in all things.
Well, I'm talking about my 19-year-old son, who when he was 2 years old...
Oh no.
Decided he was going to crunch down on the Christmas tree lights in our house.
And he did.
He did. I heard crunching. I went over and there is my beautiful son mowing on the glass.
Yep. Chewing down.
Chewing down. And I pulled it out of his mouth. He was fine. There were no cuts. He didn't swallow any. So we took the lights off the bottom of the tree.
Not for pets.
No.
Not for pets.
For my child.
For your child.
Rolled them up, put them behind an armoire we had in the corner. It was in the corner. And stuck them back there so he couldn't get to them.
I was talking about your youngest one.
Yeah, he's one. He climbed back behind there. I heard crunch, 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 and he was back there eating the Christmas lights. I had him get back there. I don't know. Anyway.
We all have stories about our kids.
We do.
We all have stories.
We do. We do. He's such a good kid.
He's awesome.
He's a good kid.
He is an awesome kid. You couldn't ask for a better kid.
Thank you, Laura. Laura's known all my kids since before they were born, so.
Absolutely.
They call her Auntie.
They sure do. They sure do.
I love you.
Auntie. Auntie.
Okay, so I'm just gonna hot glue.
That is beautiful.
I just wanted to have some legs.
You know, I think this
Darn it, I didn't get the legs on it. They fell right off.
I think the anti-shut-up on this is very quickly
I think you're right.
because I'm having to legit move faster than the hair paste that I use.
Turtle paste.
Yeah, turtle. Speaking of which, I saved, I think 3 this year. Not compared to your raccoon. I'm not.
Oh, I know, that raccoon was special. Oh my gosh, y'all. I was driving down the road with my son and my brother, and darn if I didn't see something weird looking out the corner of my eye. Turn around and go back, and there's a raccoon running in someone's yard with something stuck over its head.
Yep.
So I pull into the driveway. I don't know these people. They, you know, might be wild and crazy. But they were wild. They were out in their backyard, actually, further down. Watch me. They were in a fenced-in yard. I pulled up in their driveway, got out of my car, ran over to this raccoon who was trying to scramble away from me. And yes, of course. Why can't I keep this ribbon in here, Laura?
What's wrong?
I keep
Do you need
dropping
me
it.
to help you do something?
I'm just mental right now. Anyway, this raccoon was trying to, you know, get away from me. It couldn't get through the chain link fence though. So I stayed away from it. I didn't run up on it. And I was talking really sweetly to it. And it just turned around. It wasn't a huge raccoon. It was just
a baby.
Like a house cat size, you know. And it looked at me through the end of this plastic peanut butter jar. What is that? And it it's had these little sad eyes, and he slowly crept up to me and looked up at me. And I said, I'm going to help you, but you can't bite me. And so I grabbed that plastic jar, and I'm gently pulling this way, and that coon is pulling its head the other way. And finally that thing popped out.
Awesome.
And it took off running, and it got about, I don't know, 10 feet. It stopped, and it turned around and looked at me. It thanked me.
Awesome.
Thanked me.
You can't have a better story than that.
And I kept the jar. It was a peanut butter jar, and you know the top of the jar is curved in, and that's why it couldn't get its head out, because it was stuck behind its jaw. So think about that if you recycle or when you throw out your jars that have the curve in at the top. Always put the lid on it before you throw it out.
Would you like to say hello?
Oh my gosh.
Would you like to say hello, Mass?
Here's our sweet critter. Little warthog belly. I love her so much. She's so precious. Oh, she's looking right at the camera. Y'all, you don't even know how much I love that dog.
I've had 2 breakfasts today. My vet's not going to be happy. I'm supposed to be on a diet.
Yeah, look at these ears, y'all. It's like a fruit bat. How are you going to tell this dog, you can't have a second breakfast?
Yeah, no, you can't have second breakfast. I can't do it. I just lied to the vet.
We want her to be around. We want her to be around for a long time.
I just say, I don't know how she's getting fat. I don't know. We don't know.
Like when we had our cicadas, remember the cicadas?
She must have eaten, I want to say, 300 pounds of cicadas.
Oh, God, they were everywhere. They were everywhere, y'all.
But when you hear something bark, this is what you're hearing. She's our helper.
She couldn't stand the sound of the cicadas. You'd go outside for like the first 2 weeks. It was deafening.
Horrible.
It was deafening.
I think it sounded like car alarms.
I thought it sounded like a diesel. The first time I heard it, it sounded like a diesel truck running in the distance, but
It was a car alarm.
Yeah, it would. Oh.
All right, so now all I've got to do is my ribbon and my little berries.
Okay, I'm just folding those short little tails from the end of my ribbon.
That
I'm
is
just going to
beautiful.
curl them up. And then here's the new long tail that I made.
You need to go out, my love.
Here we go.
I'm going to take a short break.
Okay, Laura's taking a quick break for little Mazel. I'm just adjusting, and I hot glued it on. I cut the wire off above the twists, and just hot glued on the back of the bow clunk.
Gorgeous.
Thank you, and thank you, Laura. And that's my finished project, except I haven't put ribbon around the edge yet like Laura has. But it's that simple. And then you just put it on an easel. You could probably, if you want to hang it up, you could, you know, go get your little hanger that just sticks right on the back.
I like the easel.
I do too.
I like the easel method.
It's like a showpiece.
Yeah, and you can take it down.
So that's a
seasons go.
cute gift.
Now I will say on this one, I don't like the sides, the curls on the sides.
You don't?
I don't. I cut them too big. I didn't cut them with enough side pieces. I cut these more, and these don't have like I wish I would have made these.
But in a way, it looks more like a window opening.
Yeah, because I needed to get that whole tree,
big tree
in.
Yeah.
So you live and you learn. Each one is new.
And that's what we're all about.
Yep. And other than putting my bow and greenery on, I'm done with this one.
Yeah, I'm done. I just have to put my ribbon around the edge.
Yep.
And that's it, y'all.
Yep. So thanks for watching.
Please like and subscribe.
Yes, and we will see you next time. We will be doing a
I think we're gonna do our swags next time.
yeah. So you'll need if you want to get some supplies ahead of time, the 5-gallon paint stick.
That's right. Yep. We got ours at Lowe's. Wherever your hardware store, your local hardware store, you can find them easily.
I'm sorry, pipe cleaners. Deco mesh. We got the 10-inch.
Yes.
10-inch deco mesh. And just whatever you want to put in that to accessorize with.
Yeah, ribbons, greenery, whatever.
Yep. And other than that, we'll see you next time on Crafty Chaos.
Thank you.
Thank